Alright guys, we're going to get started with the webinar right now. Hello, and thanks for taking the time to join this free webinar today. My name is Dale Bateman. I'm a part-time internet marketer living near Toronto, Canada. My background is in graphic design, marketing, and personal training. Plus, I've been building my online business as a part-time internet marketer for almost 4 years. Now, before I get started with today's free webinar, let me share with you what I believe is the #1 mistake that most internet marketers make. And yes, this includes me, especially when they are just getting started. Because I am truly passionate about wanting to help people achieve more success in their lives, and hopefully you will learn from my mistakes. As you know, many people have had great success online. However, without even realizing it, they were creating only a short-term business model. Why? They didn't build a list. They create a multitude of products to sell online. Some are good, most are not so good. They sell them through forums, affiliates, and advertising. Maybe they make a lot of money. Most of the time they don't. Why? They didn't build a list. Some of the greatest online marketers have had pockets of success by leveraging things like Google AdSense. By implementing simple keyword strategies early on, some brought in a whopping 6-figure income. But then, Google changed the rules, and these once successful online marketers were left with almost nothing. Can you guess why? Yes, that's right. They didn't build a list. So why is a good list so important? Quite simply, a quality list will continue to pay you for your quality online content over and over and over again. It all comes down to the trust that you earn from your email list. They learn to trust you because you've taken the time to build a strong relationship with them. So, what's the best way to build a strong, loyal list? That's what we're going to cover in this free webinar series. Now, I want to officially welcome you to this free internet marketing webinar. Let's get started. Grab a pen and some paper to make notes. Once the webinar is over, I'll open the floor for some Q&A. Right now, I'm doing high-level internet marketing and creating automated and passive sources of income online. Plus, I'm enjoying helping and teaching people just like you how to do the same thing and make money online. But this time around, I'm making sure that everyone on my team is focused on building a list. Don't make the same mistakes that I made. Make sure that you take the strategies you will learn here and use them to build a strong, loyal email list. But remember, when you are successful, make certain that you take time for what's really important in your life, like spending more time with your family, or maybe doing some traveling you've always wanted to do, or being able to buy that new car you've always wanted. I mean, that's what's so great about working from home. You have the freedom to do what you want, when you want, and as much as you want. Now, let's get to building you a good list. Here's what we will be covering tonight. This week, we're going to be talking about ethical marketing. To sell a product well, it is very important to use powerful selling words to really convey each and every little benefit that your product has to convince the customer to buy. It is not uncommon to see words like unbelievable or phenomenal and something along those lines in really great sales letters. However, there are some marketers who intentionally use hyped up descriptions to sell off their products. These marketers mislead customers into thinking that their products offer benefits that do not really exist. At this point, it would be appropriate to quote a story that really happened. One evening, a fellow marketer in my MSN Messenger list messaged me to check out his newest sales letter for his product, an ebook on earning revenue with contextual advertisement. So I logged into his website and was drawn right into his sales copy. The reason was the sales letter dived right into my desires and promised that everything I have ever wanted can be obtained just by purchasing the said ebook and executing whatever is inside. The sales letter also made it seem that the author owns fleets of Mercedes-Benz cars, luxurious mansions, and private yachts. The problem was, I know this particular marketer personally. He's actually a 21-year-old high school graduate, looking for a few quick bucks by selling a little ebook he compiled with information collected from various sources on the internet. My emergency alarm kicked in, and I just imagined how many naive newbies would be fooled with this deceptive sales copy. The sad but very real fact is that there are many scam artists online, waiting to rip you off and take your hard-earned money. Remember that the usual advice for consumers still applies online. Use common sense. I'll repeat that one. When you're looking at products to purchase online, the usual advice for consumers still applies. Use common sense. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. That's why, when it comes time for you to start marketing your online products and services, you would be wise to take a truthful and ethical approach to your marketing. Tell people the honest truth about how your new product or service will help them to solve some problem they have in their lives. You can still use dynamic sales copy to do this. Just don't go overboard and promise things to people that you can't deliver on. In the end, remember that it is through a building of trust that your list of followers will believe what you're telling them and purchase your products. Don't be afraid to let them know that you are a real person and let them make up their own minds. About the products or services you are offering them for sale online. If you can do that with all of your products, sales letters, squeeze pages, and emails, you will build a following that will not only buy your products, and this is the most important part that you'll see tonight, guys, they will wait anxiously for you to release your next one. Okay? Let me repeat that. They're not only going to be ready to purchase your products because they trust you and they've built that relationship with you, they're also going to be waiting anxiously for you to release your next product. And they'll be ready to buy, no questions asked. Okay? So I guess if I were to just take a moment and summarize tonight before we get into our next 5 ways to make money online, I just want to reinforce the topic tonight. Using unethical methods in your online marketing It may give you, a quick fix or a quick bit of cash for a product that you release. And if everything that you're saying in the sales copy or in the squeeze page isn't exactly true, that may work for you for a while. And it has worked for people for a while. But the thing is, just remember that consumers, whether it be consumers offline, walking into a store, or online especially, visiting your squeeze page or your sales letter, they're not stupid. Okay? People know, for the most part, when they're being scammed. That's the thing I mentioned a while back, a few slides back. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Now, this not only applies with you creating your products to sell online, it also applies to you as an online consumer yourself, especially if you are just new to internet marketing. And I'll explain what I mean. A lot of people, when they first get started, they want to make money online, and they want to know what's the best way to get going, what's going to give me the best return on my investment, what's going to make me my money the fastest, what's going to make me the most money, and so on, right? These are all questions that people ask when they first get started online. And what tends to happen is they will, let's say, visit a forum, or they would maybe check out a website and get onto somebody's list, somebody that looks like they're selling lots of really good products that help people make money online. And the next thing you know, they're stuck in a rut, and they're getting 20, 30 emails a day from different quote-unquote gurus who all have a brand new product that they're just releasing that's the next biggest thing to help you, drive more traffic to your site, convert more leads, and collect more sales. And because these people are new and they're inexperienced, they purchase these products. It may be just, $7 here, $9 there on a dime sale. Maybe they buy the upsell product for $27 and then buy the high-end product for $97. Before you know it, they've got a hard drive full of these products that they've bought online, and they really are just a load of garbage, because there just isn't, well, let me rephrase that. Maybe they're not garbage. They're products that have been set up, and people have done their due diligence. They've set them up properly, and they probably do work. It's just that they only will work if you put in the amount of work to get them to that point of success that the person who created the product did. Now, they had an end result in mind when they created the product of selling it to other people. And whether or not it actually works to generate an income online, that may be a question that isn't answered. So this poor unsuspecting soul purchases this product on a dime sale or whatever, and all of a sudden they're overwhelmed with the amount of work that's involved in making this product actually work for them and create that income they want online. And they get frustrated with it, and maybe they ask for a refund. Most of the time they don't, because they say, it was only $7, it was only $9, I'll just let it go. And what do they do then? They wait for that next email to come in with that next, as I call them, shiny object that promises them wealth and happiness and everything that's great in life if they just buy this very inexpensive product that will help them create an income online. And the whole thing starts over again. And these things literally just keep chalking up space on the hard drive of their computer. They never get used, and it's a real shame. So, here's my advice to you. Go into your internet marketing business with the mindset, and mindset is so important, I can't emphasize that enough. Go into it with the mindset that you are creating a long-term business model. You are building a strong relationship with your list that you will create. You are building trust with your list, and your end result is going to be a loyal list of followers that, here we are on the right slide, that will not only buy my products, they will also wait anxiously for me to release my next product. So think about this slide that you're looking at, and that's the reason why I've kept it up here so long. Think of this as being your end result. This is what you want. This is what you're after. You don't want to be I call them bridge burners. These guys that churn and burn, they create these products almost weekly, sell them through the forums, through their emails, and excuse me, they grab up people's money. I'm not saying they're unethical. They're not. They're doing their thing, but it's a constant battle for them because they keep burning these bridges behind them with unhappy consumers purchasing their products and not having the backup to use them properly. So it just creates this long line of unhappy, frustrated online internet marketers behind them who will probably not buy from them again. Whereas if they had taken the different approach, taken the approach that I'm suggesting here, and built that trust, built that relationship, instead of releasing a new product for sale every week for 10 weeks, maybe they run a free webinar and help people with strong advice for creating an online business the right way. That builds a relationship. That builds trust. And once you have that established, then it's time to start bringing out some ideas for products that people are genuinely going to want, need, and most of all, purchase. Okay? So spend that time leading up to your release of your actual product, building up that relationship, that trust, and also building up the need amongst your followers for that product. Convince them through a lot of free content, free blogs, free reports, free e-courses, free webinars, whatever it might be. Convince them through that process that what they need is this, product A, which, hey, you just so happen to have created, and it's now available. And it's not just, here you go, thanks for purchasing my product, I'll never see you again. It's, hey, you've purchased the product, thank you very much. Now, here's how to use it. And you follow it up with more free content that will help them get the most out of that product they purchased. Okay? And honestly, what you do after that is just like it says on the shampoo bottle. You rinse and repeat. Okay? Find the next thing that people are wanting an answer to and create a product around it. Build up that need, build up that want for that product, and then release another one. All right? So I hope this has been helpful, guys. Bottom line, keep it ethical, keep it on the up and up. Don't tell people a line that you're super successful. I mean, here I am, I'm sitting in my office right now in my home. I've done a long day at work because I work a full-time job. I do this part-time. I'm sitting here. It's literally, I hope folks understand the Celsius temperature gauge, because it's been close to 40 degrees Celsius today. Very hot, very humid here in Ontario, Canada. And I have no air conditioning in my office. And here I am sitting here. I'm literally sweating as I'm doing this free webinar for you tonight. So I don't want your sympathy. I'm just telling you, this is what you need to do. You need to do whatever it takes to build that relationship. Follow your dream. Follow your instincts and create that loyal following. It will serve you well, I guarantee it. All right, let's move on to the fun stuff. Here's tonight's 5 ways to make money online. Okay? So number 16, video marketing of affiliate products. Now this is something that you should probably be doing anyway. So find a good product to promote and make short and interesting videos to sell that product online. Now, even if you're not an affiliate of that product, choosing a product that's gaining popularity or that's brand new and creating a review video of that product is a very good idea. Using YouTube, you can insert your URL in the description box. You should be doing that anyways too. And remember, when you put your URL, your website, in your description box in YouTube, keep it within the first 2 lines of the description, because that description box is shrunk in most cases when people are watching your video. So you still want that to be clickable without having to expand the description box. Many individuals have made money online with funny and viral videos, and we all know that all too well. That is certainly the truth. So take a look online, take a look on YouTube itself, find some products that are maybe new, maybe not so new, but ones that are popular, people are looking for, and figure out a way that you can create an interesting, funny, unique video around that product. Like I said, even if you're not an affiliate of that product and you're not actually selling that product, people will watch your video if you're doing a review of that product, or you're telling people why it's so awesome, or you're telling people why it sucks. You know, be truthful about it. Give people your honest opinion about it, and if they enjoy your content, chances are pretty good that they're going to click that URL link that you've put in your description box. All right? Next up, it's number 17. Build niche sites. Okay? So a niche site is a targeted site which talks about just one topic. So this could be weight loss, it could be race cars, it could be different types of baby seats, baby car seats, whatever. Find an intersection of people needing help and create a tool, ebook, or software program that will help them fix their problem. Then, create a website designed to get them to buy it. Okay? Now, for me, my niche, I actually have a few niches. This one I'm working on right now with buildyoursuccessonline.com is my internet marketing niche. But I also have a fitness niche that I work with. I also have a social media niche that I work with. Okay? So don't feel that you have to restrict yourself to one thing. Choose something that you know and that you're good at and create a niche site around it. Okay? I guarantee you at any given time there is some group of people looking online for an answer to a problem they have with a particular thing. Maybe it's they want to lose weight. Maybe they want to buy a new car. Maybe they need a new house. Maybe they just want to put a new roof on their house. If you build a niche site around any of those topics and then create some sort of a free tool or ebook or software program, whatever, that helps people fix that problem, people will find you. Okay, promote that niche site on social media, promote it in forums that have also to do with that same niche, whatever it might be, and so on. You'll start to build an audience, and when they see that you give quality information for free, they'll join your list. And then what do? That's right. You build that list. You build that relationship. You create that trust between you and them. Then you figure out a paid product that will help them even further solve that niche type problem. All right, moving on. Number 18, become an expert in WordPress. WordPress has in recent years become the online content management system used by most business owners or individuals. Hence, there is a huge market waiting for you when you become an expert in WordPress. There are people and companies looking to hire those who are well versed in WordPress to help in maintaining their blogs or websites by installing and upgrading plugins. So, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and assume everybody watching this is using WordPress for their blog, for their website, and so on. Even if you're not a quote-unquote expert at WordPress, I'm pretty sure if you've done anything in WordPress that you know something more than somebody who started a week after you, or a month after you, or a year after you. And that's the thing, guys. Don't think that with these suggestions and these types of businesses that the market is limited in any way that you can go after. Every day there's more and more people getting online and trying to create an income there. If you're already there and you know something that these newbies, quote unquote newbies, don't already know, they want to know what you know. So there's a perfect example where you can make a video about a particular thing in WordPress that you know how to do and you can show how to do and other people don't. Okay? Maybe it might seem like a simple thing to you, but to somebody who has a problem, they're up late at night and they're just trying to get this WordPress blog to look proper when they launch it, but they just can't seem to get that heading centered, or they can't seem to get that color right, or they can't get that link to work, they're going to be looking for answers. And if you've created an answer for that problem, and that's what's so great about blogs and YouTube videos, is once you make them, they're there. They're not going anywhere. And a video or a blog post that you create today about a particular thing that you know how to do in WordPress, it may not even get any traffic until 2 years down the road, when all of a sudden 500 people want to know what to do in that situation. And bingo, there's your video. There's your blog post. Hey, this guy was really helpful, or this girl really knows what she's doing. I'm going to click their link and I'm going to see what else they have. Okay, so that's basically how that works. Become an expert in WordPress, and even if you're just a newbie, you probably know more than somebody else who is just getting started. Number 19, become the go-to person. And this is sort of along the same lines, but online business owners and companies often outsource most of the technical nitty-gritty to other people while they concentrate on growing their business. Most examples of such tasks involve the use of a particular software. The more niche and the more complex, annoying, frustrating the software is, the better. Even if the software company offers free installation, you can make hundreds or even thousands of dollars training business owners or their employees on software usage. So if you are well versed in a particular software that is really popular with business, and especially if it's one of these ones that's, like I said, complex, annoying, frustrating to use, that's all the better, because that means there's a bigger market for you to help these people get over those complex, annoying, frustrating problems they're having. Okay, so outsource yourself. I've said it in past webinars. Get yourself on Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Create a gig around helping people solve problems in a particular software. And I guarantee it, people will be looking for that. And it might be a large company who's willing to pay you to either come to their facility and train their employees, or work from your own home to fix their problems that they're having with the software that's maybe part of their website, part of their online presence. Okay? Cool. Final one for tonight, number 20, selling interviews. This one's kind of interesting. And you'd actually be surprised that people are actually making lots of money selling interviews that they conduct with experts. People are always looking for information online. If you can understand a pain point that people are experiencing, interview an expert about that topic and ask the expert the questions that the people experiencing the problem are having, and have the expert giving the advice. People will want to buy it and know how to cure their pain. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about physical pain here. It could be the same pain I just talked about with trying to learn new software, trying to learn WordPress, trying to get your blog to work and look the way you want it to look. And so this is a case where maybe you're not an expert at WordPress, maybe you're not an expert at that particular software, but you can find an expert and see if you can interview them. And this could be a phone interview, it could be a Skype call, it could be a Google Hangout that you do and record, anything. Get that expert to give a solution to that problem that people are having, and it reinforces the fact that you are interviewing this expert and you've taken the time to find this expert to give people proper answers and answers that are going to work for them, that's a big selling point for you. So, if you're into, interacting with people and you can find these kind of niche type problems that people are having, these pain points, as I've said, go for it. Find the pain point, find an expert to interview, and ask that expert how to solve that problem. Have the expert give the advice, record it, transcribe it, whatever. Sell it as an ebook, sell it as a series of audio interviews, sell it as a series of video interviews. Whatever you do, it's a saleable thing. All right, so there you go. There's your 5 different ways to make money online for tonight. I will be including 5 of these with each of our weekly webinars. And if you try at least one of these strategies soon, you will see a gain in your online success. And that's what we all want. Okay? So with that, I want to thank you so much for taking part in this webinar tonight. And I want to do a couple of quick things before we get to the Q&A. First off, just a reminder again, these webinars happen every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And each week we're going to have a different topic to do with internet marketing and the aspects of that. And the other couple of things I want to mention are, please, if you are a struggling internet marketer, or as I like to call them, a frustrated online marketer, please join my Facebook group. Just go to Facebook and type in the search bar Frustrated Online Marketers. You'll find my group. Just click the link to join. I will add you, and you can interact with other people who are just getting started. Some of them have been doing it a long time, but there's a great kind of a mixture of different folks in there who come from different backgrounds. They're maybe selling different products online, different affiliate products. Some are doing their own thing. But it's a way and a place and a forum for you to change and share ideas amongst each other. Okay? So I welcome you to join that. I welcome you you can certainly post your links to your blog posts, post your links to your videos that you create in there, post links to your Facebook fan page to get some likes from the rest of the group. Right at this point, when I'm recording this, we have just over 100 members, and it seems to be growing. I'm still getting some interest, so I'll continue to grow it as long as people are interested in joining. The other thing I want to remind you about is what you've been looking at in the bottom right corner of your screen this whole time is my blog, buildyoursuccessonline.com. I literally have a brand new blog post there every day, weekdays only. I take the weekends off, and everything has to do with a different aspect of internet marketing. So one day I could be talking about hints for creating your blog. Next day it could be something about WordPress or something else technical. Maybe I'll have a review on there. It's a mixed bag. You never know what you're going to get. It's like that box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. So visit there often and see what I have to offer. All right, guys, thanks again very much for tuning in and checking out the webinar tonight. We're just about at the 40-minute mark, so we're going to open things up for Q&A now. And once again, thanks, and I will talk to you in a little bit.